1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Notice I didn't update my tweet. Heh, whatever. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Is it still in sync? Yes, good. Okay. Hey everybody, the Reeswirl here, and welcome back to more Steins Gate. Okay, first off I should probably apologise for abruptly just stopping the stream yesterday. I was in a pretty shit mood, to be quite honest. But yeah, it was literally like everything wanted to prevent me from playing this game, so I just got more and more annoyed. First I had audio issues with my audio just being crackly, and then the second I just ended up getting interrupted, so I decided to just put Steins Gate aside for a day, and then, well, in the meantime, I have been doing some things. Like, I've been tweaking with my OBS stuff, so like audio settings for the stream. I don't know if it sounds that great yet, so there might be a bit of testing that needs to be done, but I like how it sounds from what I've tested. Either way, my sonorous declaration earns only blank stares. Why are they so slow? Man, he's becoming unhinged. You've been drinking too much soda. Yeah, I think the most recent thing that happened was we time-leapt back 2 days because it was the start of Komima, so Daru wasn't around. Kurusu rubs her eyes and complains. She looks dead tired.
Daru, 一つ聞くが IBN5100 の使い方について勉強はしたか
Okay.
あ、まあ一応コミマ前のクソ忙しい時期に僕って偉すぎじゃね？イギリスだったらナイトの称号もらえるレベル。
You're a saint or something, that's for sure.
ならば今日からお前のことをさあスーパーハッカーと呼ぼう。
Yeah, that's where he's gonna be like, that's hacker with an ER. Or not. Oh, poor Kurusu. If Daru knows how to use the IBM 5100, then we can hack CERN right now. I love how Okabe is just as loud as possible. Maori's not here, but that's actually more convenient. いよいよ決着をつける時が来た。すなわちラグナロックが開始されるのだ。Well, the one thing I should probably point out is that if my audio, like stream audio, does sound a bit iffy, so like my voice, then I am working on it, so there might be a few kinks that still need ironing out, but overall from the tests I've done, which has been like 6, I like how it sounds over how it used to, but whatever, it might be subjective. Who knows? 本作戦の概要はすなわちセルン本部の最新部に隠された極秘データを IBN5100 によるクラッキングで破壊することである。エシュロンなる卑劣な電子機器により奴らは我らの極秘情報をかすめ取った。天津さえそれをもとに我らを特定し我らが開発した人類の夢タイムマシンの強奪をも目論んだ。I never actually pointed it out. I'll go into it when it gets to that point. 研究機関でありながらその裏で時空の支配者の座を望み非道なるゼリーマン実験を行う奴らに今こそ正義の鉄槌を下そうではないか。I will admit, it's the biggest issue with already recording this part. I think I recorded for like 30 minutes yesterday, So I've not really got all that far, to be honest. But yeah, because in that session I did end up explaining about something. Basically, I've got another playthrough that has no true ending flags, where I literally just skipped through the entire game. I'm so glad the skip button exists. It took me an hour to get to chapter 10. But that's what I'll be loading as soon as I get to the correct point.
そして真の時空の支配者がどちらなのか、奴らの目にしかと刻みつけてやれ。
What the hell?
戦いが終わった時、世界を陰で牛耳る支配構造はついに崩壊し再構成されるだろう。そう、我らが望んだ混沌がついに訪れるのだ。
Jesus, how loud could he be? Kurusu gets fed up and rises from the sofa.
一体何なの？
オカリンの心の闇は誰にもわからんでござる。
そもそも設定じゃ岡部は狂気のマッドサイエンティストじゃなかった？なのになんで正義の鉄槌とか言っちゃってるんだ？
More importantly, what kind of mad scientist talks about justice? I thought it was all about chaos. Chaos and justice. I suppose.
カッとなってやったんじゃね？今は反省してるかも。
お前たち、ごちゃごちゃ言っていないで準備しろ。
準備って何ぞ？
だから今言っただろう。セルンへのクラッキングだ。
I guess they weren't.
クラッキングは良くないと思う。
なんという優等生的発言。お前は委員長か。
捕まりたいの？
Maybe.
そういう問題ではない。
I fight the urge to grind my teeth. Instead, I fix Kurusu with my stare.
俺はこのターニングポイントへ到達するためにこれまで戦ってきた。
God, just how long has it actually been since we was on this world line? I mean, the moment we sent Moeka's text, or D-mail, that's when it shifted, and that was a long time ago. That wasn't even... Was that chapter 3? Oh god, I don't remember. I don't remember when we sent the D-mails. Like when we sent the first one. Yeah, does it... no idea.
今こそアルファ世界線を離脱しマユリを救う。邪魔をするというなら誰だろうと許さん。絶対にだ。
Though I will admit, it's probably been a good few weeks. In terms of, like, relative time, it's only been 3 days. Technically, or up to a max of, like, 5 days in any given point. But for Okabe himself, it's probably been weeks. If you count Suzuha's ending, but then again that technically didn't happen. But if you did count Suzuha's ending, it would have been months. Because he leapt, like, thousands of times, or hundreds of times.
岡部。
必死すぎ。
Because you don't understand, men. I've got good reason. To them, only half an hour has passed since the time leap machine was built. But to me, many days have passed since this ordeal began. I bow my head deeply.
俺の願いを聞いてくれ。
Or else Maori will die and in 26 years the world will be ruled by CERN. Suzuha's sacrifice will have been for nothing. Daru claps me on the shoulder, then smiles broadly and thrusts his thumb skyward.
別にあんたのためにクラッキングするんじゃないんだからね。
これはひどい。
I burst out in laughter. So Super Hacker Sunday version is here to save the day. I couldn't have asked for a better right-hand man. Okay. As Daru hooks the IBM 5100 to his PC, I explain the situation one more time. Let's hope this is the last.
つまり全ての元凶は俺が最初にダルに当てて送ったメールにある。それがセルンのエシュロンに捕らえられてしまったせいでラウンダーに目をつけられた。結果マユリは殺され、俺たち3人はセルンに拉致され、タイムリープマシンは強奪される。
Oh yeah, the actual interesting thing with this game's story is the fact we actually started out on the beta world line. As soon as we sent that email to Daru, we got shifted back to 0.57 on the alpha world line, which I didn't know. It's more the fact I probably would have remembered, but it happened so long ago that I'd forgotten. I only know that because I played through the entire game again. It was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Wow, it seems like it was longer. Some years after that, he assumed Daru and I escaped from the resistance to which Suzuha belonged.
どれだけ回避しようとしてもダメだった。世界はアトラクタフィールド理論により同じ結末へと収束してしまう。
それもし全部妄想だったらオカリンはラノベ作家になれると思うお。
That's another thing, because I had to play through... Well, I played through the rest of Chapter 9 because I was like, there's no point going through this dialogue twice. Just to get to the point... It's literally the screen just before Chapter 10 pops up. Yeah, I unlocked the light novel tip. So, I'll read that now. So it's in the otaku category. Illustrated novels targeted primarily at teenage and young adult males. Cover artwork often depicts cute girls. Although light novels can deal with just about any subject matter, recent years have seen a trend towards stories about teenage boys meeting cute girls and winding up in extraordinary situations. Oh. Renobe. Okay.
事実だ。すべてな。マユリの死を避けるためには。
And to free Suzuha's future from CERN.
アルファ世界線から脱出するしかない。これまでに歪ませた事象をすべて取り消すことで、それは可能になると俺は考えている。つまり目指すべきは、俺がダルに最初の D メールを送る前のベータ世界線。そこへ到達するため、エシロンに捉えられた最初のメールデータをセルンのデータベースから削除しなくてはならないのだ。
If what Suzuha said is correct, then erasing that data will take us over the 1% divergence and back to the beta world line. It was just one short email, barely 36 bytes, but it changed the course of human history. The butterfly effect.
面白いわね。
Oh god. This is where we're getting to the point. Kurisu mutters as she sips her hot coffee. It looks like she's already recovered from her exhaustion.
マキセ氏は信じるん？
仮説としてはね。できれば客観的データが欲しいところだけど、それはさすがに無理だし。
安心しろ。お前が改良を施したタイムリープマシンの出来はガチだった。
当然でしょ。
Of course it did. She doesn't deny it, that's just like Kurisu.
それに IBN5100 でのハッキングはもともと予定してたことだし、とにかくアクセスしてみて、もしそこにメールデータが存在していたなら、岡部の言葉は事実だと証明される。
要するに考えるな、感じるんだということですね。わかります。
Don't think, feel.
いや、逆にわかんないけど。
考えるよりやってみろということだ。
Don't think, do. Daru extracts his massive body from the space behind the desk, plops himself down on the chair and wipes away his sweat.
つなぎ終わったお。ちょっと設定いじらないとダメだけど、10分しないうちに始められる。
Alright.
よし。
それにしても元凶となった最初のメールね。それってあれでしょ？ ATF で見せてもらったやつ。私が死んでたとかなんとか。
There it is.
そうだ。ラジカンでお前が殺されているのを目撃した俺は、ダルにそれを伝えるメールを送った。ダルはたまたま電話レンジカッコ仮の実験中で、放電現象が起きて。
I'm gonna say he's only just clicked. The beta world line has its own issue. Kurisu dies. My voice trails off. Something is telling me to stop. Fear rises in my chest, a sudden, terrible certainty that I am missing something vital. I frantically replay the conversation in my head. We must cancel all of our changes to the timeline so far. The very first email started it all. The one that said I died or something. Return to the world line that existed before I sent the first email. An icy fist seizes my heart and I turn to Kurisu with a look of pure terror. Our eyes meet. Those eyes of hers no longer show the sharp defiance of when we first met. Instead, they glow warmly with the light of curiosity.
何よ。
I was right, I had missed something vital, something dire. The world line I set my sights on to save Maori. The world line upon which Susa has staked her hope for the future. The world line I am at last poised to reach at the end of this long struggle. On that world line, Maori lives. On that world line, CERN fails. On that world line, Mikise Kurisu dies. On that world line, on the 8th floor of Radican. There it is. Mikise Kurisu dies. Bum bum bum! There's the conundrum. Right, I don't need to save actually, because I did this yesterday, I already made a save. But the save I want to load is Chapter 10. Oh, it's literally just before Chapter 10. When you have no true ending flags, you go on to a completely different chapter. Instead, I'm not actually going to say what the name of the actual Chapter 10 is, because technically there are 2 Chapter 10s. This is Chapter 10B, the non-canon ending for me, because I literally did this on a whim. I think I was making a cup of tea, and I was just like, I wonder how long it'd take to actually get through the entire game if I did nothing but skip. And then I decided to try it, and it took an hour, so I was like, why not? Right, here we go. Chapter 10. Stardust Sky. Again, this is only viewable if you have 0 true ending flags. Although, to be fair, it's quite easy to miss them, from what I understand. Yeah, it's like not super obvious as to what triggers the true ending flags, I guess, but whatever. That's why I've been using a guide and a flowchart. It's mostly just the flowchart. So I thought that I had found the solution, that everything would be alright. But the equation was meaningless. I had solved nothing. Instead, I am left with a terrible choice. Maori or Kurisu. One of them must die. Yep. We are really stuck between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, how do you choose? Maori or Kurisu? Childhood friend? Or interest? Radican is still off limits. They haven't yet repaired the hole that Suzuha's time machine made. I look down through the hole at the streets of Akiba. From up here they look narrow and stifling. Across the way a train rumbles by. I watch the yellow-striped cars move past. I came here because I wanted to be alone. The day before yesterday, I abruptly cancelled the attempt to hack CERN. Kurisu and Daru demanded an explanation, but I just couldn't give them one. The decision has paralysed me. 2 days later, I am still nowhere close to finding an answer. What do I do? 2 weeks ago on July 28th, Dr. Nakabachi held a press conference in this very spot. The same day, Kurisu was murdered. Let's say we go through with the plan and delete the first D-mail I sent, the one about Kurisu's death, from CERN's database. That would return us to the Beta World line where it all began. What would happen then? According to my predictions, our friend, Lab Member 004, Mikise Kurisu would disappear. Someone who died on July 28th cannot be alive now, on August 15th. That would defy causality. A time paradox. That world line has already rejected her existence. The moment we erase the D-mail, Kurisu will cease to exist. And so I am left with 2 options. Whoa. Oh, someone stabbed. Yeah, okay. Option 1, hack CERN with the IBM 5100 and erase the first email I sent, thus returning to the Beta World line. Kurisu will disappear, but Maori will live. CERN will never build a time machine, and the future will be free. Option 2, don't hack CERN, keep living here on the Alpha World line. Maori will die, so will Mocha and FB. Kurisu will likely be kidnapped by CERN, but at the very least, she won't die. With her research, CERN will gain control of space-time, and the future will be a dystopia where no one is free.
どちらか選べ。だと。
Yeah, how would you choose? Ridiculous. I choke out a laugh. How am I, of all people, supposed to make that choice?
こんなの。選べる
There's no way.
ないだろ。
I don't really care about the future, whether it's free or ruled by CERN. I know I should care. Suzuha entrusted her wish to me. Doesn't that make it my responsibility? But still, it doesn't seem quite real. 20 years is a long time. Right now, only Maori and Kurisu matter. I must choose which to save. If I had been given this choice back on July 28th, before this all started, I probably would have not hesitated to abandon Kurisu and save Maori. But it's not July 28th, it's August 15th. I spent 2 long weeks with Kurisu. She's one of us now, an integral part of the lab. And as I leapt through time again and again, she was the person I relied on most. Always calm, always thoughtful, always ready with a new hypothesis. Always there to give me a push when I needed it most. I wouldn't even have the time leap machine if not for Kurisu. It's thanks to her that I made it this far. After all she's done for me, there's no way I can abandon her now. But nor can I let Maori die. Everything I've done, I did to save her. I would give anything, even my own life, to see her safe. More than anything, I want her to live. No matter what, I won't let her die.
結局どっちも選べない。選べるわけがない。
Kill Kurisu or kill Maori. That is what this choice comes down to.
こんな結末なのかよ。
Ooh. I drive my fist into the wire fence.
鈴葉やフェイリスや
Lukako.
ルカ子や萌えか、みんなの思いを犠牲にしてまでたどり着いたのがこんな結末なのかよ。
Is there no other option? No way to save them both? What if I use Suzuha's time machine? I could return to the Beta World line, then use her time machine to travel to July 28th. No, that won't work. The reason Suzuha leapt to 2010 was to prevent CERN from creating a dystopia. That only occurs on this world line. On the Beta World line, she'll have no reason to leap to 2010. Suzuha's time machine won't exist, so I won't be able to use it. Alright, then what if I send Kurisu a warning via D-mail? It could say, don't go to Dr. Nakabachi's presentation. No, that won't work either. Remember, causality converges. Kurisu's death is inevitable on the Beta World line, just as Maori's is inevitable on this world line. No matter what I do, fate will ensure her death. I slowly sink to the floor with my back against the fence. I'm powerless against the will of fate. What should I do? What should I do? Kurisu or Maori? That can't be an easy choice. Maybe Maori doesn't die on the current world line. I cancelled Moika's D-mail, plus I haven't had an opportunity to check the divergence meter since. Might there be a chance? If the pattern continues, Maori's death has been pushed to the night of the 17th. If Maori does die between 7 and 8 PM on that night, then I won't have to face this horrible decision. I know it— oh wait, did he say if she doesn't die? If Maori doesn't die between 7 and 8 PM that night. I know it's unlikely, I understand that from all my experiences so far. But still, I can't help but cling to that hope. Maori and Kurisu. If I can just save them both. Then I don't care if the future is ruled by CERN. I'll betray Suzuha's dream, if that's what it takes. So please, let Maori live. To whom should I make this desperate plea? God? Fate? The universe itself? Either way, I am just one insignificant human among billions. Will my prayers truly reach? I already know what the answer will be. And that knowledge, that certainty, is despair. Komima runs for 3 straight days, from the 15th to the 17th. On the last day I go with Maori and stay with her from morning until Komima closes. It's not really my thing though, and the crowd is ridiculous, so I wait off to the side with Maori's bags. From time to time, Maori appears with new bags for me to guard, and usually a snack for us to share, but most of the day I spend alone. To some extent, I'm here to escape reality, to empty my mind and forget my fears. But even when I close my eyes, I can still hear the footsteps of death approaching. It's already dark by the time the bus drops us back at Akiba. Maori is dragging her costume case behind her. I'm carrying bags covered in moe artwork and loaded with doujinshi. These are all Maori's purchases, not mine. I can't believe she bought so much. I guess the reason she doesn't cosplay herself is that she's too busy shopping. We get off the bus and just stand there for a while. Of course. Maybe Maori wants a taste of normalcy again, now that the chaos of Kamima has ended. I can't begrudge her that. I stifled a groan and shrugged my shoulders.
じゃあ帰るか。
ねえねえオカリ、今日はね、どうしてマユシーについてきてくれたの？これまでは一度もコミマに一緒に行ったことないよね。オカリは萌えには興味ないもんね。
ロボットアニメには興味はある。
Hey! But not so much that I'd line up early in the morning for Kamima each year like Daru and Maori do.
で、どうして今日は付き合ってくれたの？
それは
To confirm your death. Those words pop into my head, but I quickly shake them away. Why am I so set on Maori dying? I want her to live, remember?
それは？
気まぐれだ。
Oh, that's a harsh fucking answer. Aww. Great, silence. Suddenly silence. A downhearted frown replaces the usual smile on Mayori's face. Did my answer upset her? But it's not like I could tell her the truth. How do you tell someone they're going to die?
ルカ子が
I frantically try to smooth things over.
コスプレして恥ずかしがっているところを見て笑ってやろうと思ったのだが来ていなくて残念だった。
ルカ君、絶対大人気になっちゃうのにね。いろんなブログに画像アップされまくってね。新聞社のニュースサイトにも載って海外にも紹介されちゃったりするよ。そしたらルカ君はワールドワイドなスーパースターなので、マユシーはそれを見て遠いところに行っちゃったなーって思いを馳せるのです。
本当にそうなりそうだから困る。
Yep.
ねえ、オカリ。
Suddenly Mayori turns around and peeks at my face as she walks backwards.
今日はね、ありがとう。
なんだ突然。
だってね、さっきも言ったけど、オカリンと一緒にコミマ来たの初めてだもん。マユシーは結構嬉しかったよ。
A smile finally returns to Mayori's face.
でもね、次はオカリンもコスプレしてくれるともっと嬉しいかも。
ああ考えておく。
That's right, don't think negative thoughts. Think about a fun, bright future.
いいの？本当に？
マユリ自身もコスプレして参加するならな。
Yeah, on several conditions.
それだけじゃなくルカ子とそれとクリスティーナも呼ぼう。二人にコスプレさせるよう説得しろ。そこまでできたなら真打ちとしてこの俺が狂気のマッドサイエンティスト王院京馬としてコミマに降臨しようではないか。
The next Komima takes place this winter. We'll all be there, as if none of this ever happened. All of us, laughing and smiling together. Just imagine a future like that.
そっか、道は険しいね。でもね、今ちょっと想像してみたらとっても楽しそう。それにクリスちゃんはコスプレに興味津々みたいだったし、脈あるかも。
Oh, without a doubt. She definitely does.
マユシー、頑張ってみるね。
Oh god, I don't like the music. We arrive at the lab. I look up at the second floor, but there's no light in the window. Oddly enough, there's nobody here today. Got a bad feeling about this. Is Mocha going to ambush us? On the previous world line, I forgave Mocha and Tanuji, but that has already been undone. This is a new world line, the Rounders are still alive, and they're still after the time leap machine.
マユリここでちょっと待ってろ。
I motion for her to sit and wait on the bench in front. Then I carefully check the area. I know my efforts are likely futile, but still I want to do anything I can. Anything to give Mayori a chance, however small, of surviving on this world line. Something tells me it would be foolish to go straight up to the lab. So first I decide to check the street for any suspicious people. I walk down the street towards... Is it Kurumaibashi Dori? Careful to always keep Maori in sight. Oh, fuck. Well, that basically tells us what's about to happen. It's gonna be the exact same as when we got run over by a car. Suddenly a white station wagon parked at the end of the street fires its engines and takes off in our direction. I can see clearly through the front window the man in the driver's seat is unfamiliar. But I have seen that station wagon before. It's the same one Momoka used to run us over on the previous ward line. The same one Tanuji used to transport the IBN 5100. And now it's bearing down on me at full speed. I'm in the centre of the road, there's nowhere to run. The station wagon flips on its high beams, instantly turning my vision white. I can't move, it's all happening too fast. I expect an ambush inside the lab, instead I'm facing a charging car. What do I do? I'm fine, I won't die, this ward line hasn't approved that fate. No wait, what day is it? This is the first time I've made it to the 17th, does that mean my death is still undecided? Will I die in Maori's place? If that will save her, if that will end this, then maybe it's for the best. No, I don't want to die yet. Two contradictory emotions collide in my mind. My body doesn't know which way to turn. Will I be the one to die? Well, there's your answer. Nope. It's the same as before. Something slams into my back. I open my eyes. I'm lying on the side of the road. My whole body hurts, but I don't appear to be seriously injured. Someone saved me? I look up to see the station wagon's taillights disappearing around the corner. And there, lying in the centre of the road, is Maori. Yep. I run to her side. Maori is bleeding from the head. The pavement is slick with blood. Did she protect me? But that's not what I wanted. I lift her body up in my arms. Her eyes twitch, then slowly open. Aww. Her hand wanders as if seeking something. It reaches for the starry sky. Her eyelids are heavy. They could close any second now. But still, she looks straight into my eyes. And for some reason, she smiles. Stardust handshake. Her delicate fingers grasp at the sky, but all they find is empty air. Her arm goes limp. I grab her hand before it hits the ground. Maori is no longer breathing. I've seen her die countless times, but this time, it's too much. This time it's all my fault. I embrace Maori's tattered body, her lifeless, motionless tattered body. I clench my jaw and bite back the tears. Or my tears.
Mayuri. ここからじゃあんまり星が見えないんだこんなのあんまりだろう
Because her death is approved, I guess. Convergence requires her death. Why did she have to die like this? What possible meaning could this death have? Yes, it happened because fate demanded it. Yes, her death is unavoidable. The result upon which this word line converges. I knew from the beginning that this would happen, but I never imagined that she would die saving me, and with a smile on her face. Wow, this one really did break in. There is no future for Maori on this word line, and that brings me once again to the choice. Do I return to the Beta World line killing Kurisu? Or do I leave things as they are and accept Maori's death? I can't run away. I am the one who twisted fate. I am the one who must decide. Ooh. Ah, there we go. Going back in time. Now, I've not seen any of the dialogue. Well, I say that, but I mean, I've seen the dialogue before, but it was when I first played the game, which was many years ago. Whoa, okay, why the hell did the music cut off? The sky is blue. Okay, the music cut off, that was weird. Aha! I'm on the roof of Radican, after going back 56 hours with 2 time leaps. Okay, so now I kind of know where I'm at. I mean, I'm looking at the other flowchart, which is when you have 1 to 5 true ending flags. Because this is actually an event on the other one where you get a text that contains the final true ending flag. Which I won't be triggering the first time I do the other Chapter 10. God, it gets confusing. So I'm on the roof of Radican after going back 56 hours with 2 time leaps. I lean against the wire fence and stretch out my legs as I look at the sky. I wanted more time to think, that's why I came back. Last time I spent 2 days refusing to face reality, but that is no longer an option, now that I've confirmed Maori's death. This time I need to reach a decision. But how? This equation has no solution. No matter what choice I make, someone dies. From a purely utilitarian viewpoint, I should choose the beta world line where CERN never creates a dystopia. But it's not that simple, not for me. There must be some other way. According to Suzuha, 2010 is a point of great divergence at the attractor field level. I think that divergence had already commenced by the time I sent the email reporting Kurisu's death. So when did divergence begin? I can't say for sure, but I think it was the moment we completed the phone wave, name subject to change. That was around the middle of July. Dora and I deemed it a failure right after completion. By the time Kurisu was killed, there was already a huge divergence at the attractor field level. Now that I think about it, reading Steiner activated that day when I sent the email that started it all. At that moment, every pedestrian and vehicle on the main street of Akiba suddenly vanished. That feels so long ago, but now I can finally explain it. That was the moment I moved to the Alpha World line. Oh. On the Beta World line where this all began, Suzuha didn't arrive in her time machine. Dr. Nakabachi's conference went ahead as planned, and the flow of tourists and shoppers through Akiba was unimpeded. But when I sent that email, events changed on a huge scale, from my perspective at least. On the current world line, Suzuha crashed her time machine into the roof of Radican. Nakabachi's presentation was cancelled, and this part of Akiba was closed to traffic. Because I was out on the street when the world line changed, it appeared to me as if thousands of people suddenly vanished. The truth is that they were never there to begin with. Like a magician's trick, it's so obvious once you understand how it works. The real problem is the timing of the email. I moved to the Alpha World line after Kurisu died. If I had sent the email before she died, then I might have been able to intervene, even now on this world line. But no, that would defy causality. I sent that email because I saw Kurisu's body. That's the way it has to be. Who killed her anyway? I still don't know. It definitely wasn't suicide. What if I identify the murderer and send them an email warning them off? Would that prevent her death? I mean, no one has tried to kill her on this world line, have they? Maybe there's a chance. However, to send that email, I would first have to move to the Beta World line. The more I think about it, the more futile it seems. I've already seen Maori die countless times. Everything I try to prevent it fails. Or failed. I understand all too well. When fate wants someone dead, nothing can stop it. I can't save Kurisu. I thought I was alone, but it seems that I was wrong. I turn around to see Kurisu standing in the open door. I avert my eyes, I can't look her in the face. Not now.
いや、よくここが分かったな。
一人になりたいって言ってたから、確率的に見てここに一番いそうっていう回を導き出した。
だったら一人にさせてくれ。わざわざ探さなくていい。俺は迷子の子供じゃない。
何よ、せっかく人が心配して探しに来たのに。
Aww. It's not that I'm worried.
心配はしてないけど。
Oh my god. Right after she gets herself flustered, Kurisu sighs and puts on a serious expression.
私だってあんたのことなんて放っておこうかと思った。ただ一昨日の岡部なんか変だったから。まあいつも変なんだけど、いつも以上にって意味で。くそまずいオートミール食べてる時みたいなしょげっぷりじゃない？何があった？
何も。
だったらなんでセルンへのクラッキングをやめたの？
お前だってクラッキングは良くないと言っていただろう。
タイーホフラグが立ってビビったんですね。 わかります。
せめて順法精神に目覚めたと言ってくれ。
全然らしくないな。いつもの独善的な態度はどこ行ったのよ。狂気のマッドサイエンティスト法王院京馬のくせに。
独善的でなんかいられるか。
Oh dear.
今回ばかりは独善的じゃいられないんだ。
I forced my ego on others before. Suzuha, Faris, Lukako. I sacrificed their dreams for the sake of my own goal. I justified it by telling myself that it was necessary to save Maori. I weighed their suffering against the alternative that made my self-righteous choice. But this time the alternatives are impossible to compare.
仲間のどちらを見殺しにするかって決断を前にして独善的でいられたら
Oh.
むしろどれだけ楽だっただろうな。
どちらかを見殺しってどういう意味？
Oh god, we're gonna have to tell her.
なあクリスティーナ、俺は所詮ただの学生なんだよ。狂気のマッドサイエンティスト法王院京馬。そんなの全部妄想だ、設定だ。気づかなかっただろ。
いや、初対面時点でなんとなく気づいてましたが。
初対面か。
What if I hadn't found Kurisu's body back then? Let's try imagining that situation. If I hadn't seen Kurisu dead, I wouldn't have interrogated her before the seminar at ATF. Without hearing me call her a zombie, she wouldn't have taken an interest in me. She wouldn't have come back to the lab. Ultimately, we would never have built the time loop machine, leaving me without the means to save Maori. And of course, Kurisu would not have become our friend. We would not be as close as we are right now.
答えて岡部。どういう意味なの？
I can't meet her questioning gaze.
どうしても言わないとダメか。
散々相談に乗ってやったでしょ。今さら遠慮するな。
That's not what this is about.
だったら覚悟してくれ。これから話すのは相談じゃない、事実だ。お前にとっては死亡宣告になる。
Kurisu's voice cracks a little.
俺は説明したよな。セルにクラッキングをすることでマユリが死ぬことのないベータ世界線へたどり着けると。
2036年のセルンのディストピアもなくなり、自由な未来が待ってるバラ色の世界線。そんな風に聞こえた。
バラ色なものかよ。元凶となった最初の D メール、その内容はお前にも見せたはずだ。ベータ世界線ではそのメールの内容が実際に起きた。
Kurisu is a genius. I have no doubt that she understands.
ベータ世界線ではお前は7月28日に
Ow.
死んでいるんだ、クリス。そしてそれはアトラクターフィールド理論による収束のせいでどうしても回避できない。マユリを救おうとするなら俺はお前を見殺しにしないといけないんだ。
Kurisu says nothing. What expression is she making now? I reluctantly sneak a look at her face. She's staring out across the cityscape. Her eyes look distant. I see neither fear nor sadness in her face. She seems accepting. Kurisu is always like this. Always calm no matter what. It's hard to believe she's younger than me. Her soft chestnut hair blows in the wind. She lifts her hand to hold it down.
ねえ、岡部、アトラクターフィールドってどこまで信憑性があると思う？
信憑性？
あれって全部ジョン・タイター、天音さんの受け売りでしょ。 2036年時点ではスタンダードらしいけど、その時代の研究者たちは 一体どうやってそれが正しいって証明したの？
理論が間違っていると言いたいのか。だが確かに収束は存在する。俺はそれを身をもって体験した。
収束は正しいとしても、無限個に枝分かれした世界線が重ね合わせ状態になっているっていうのは？
俺が世界線を移動すると世界は再構成される。過去から未来までだ。
それって岡部の主観での話でしょ？あんたの脳が認識してる私はベータ世界線に行くと死んでるのよね。
Yep.
それはつまり私が死んでいる世界線と私が死んでいない世界線のうちあんたの主観が前者を選んだってことになるわけだけど、あんたの脳が認識する世界と私の脳が認識する世界は別物かもしれないっていう可能性はないのかな。
Brains. I forgot her specialty was neuroscience.
別物って世界が分裂するということか。
分裂というか電車みたいなものなのかも。
電車？
わかりやすい例を挙げると、
Kusa takes out her phone and starts fiddling with it.
路線図で調べてみたけど、秋葉原から横浜に行くのにどの路線を選ぶか。
お前鉄道だったのか。
Okay, there's another tip. Rail fan. Short for railroad fanatic, and otaku with an interest in trains.
違う、例えよ例え。あんたは山手線で東京駅まで出て、そこから東海道本線に乗るのを選んだ。
Kusa keeps talking as she looks at her phone, apparently reading off an itinerary. God.
でも私は山手線で大崎まで行った後、湘南新宿ラインに乗った。もしかしたら別の人、橋田なんかはそもそもいきなり秋葉原から京浜東北線に乗っちゃうかもしれない。真由里なら東京から新幹線に乗るかも。岡部と私は東京駅までは同じ電車に乗ってるけど、そこからは違う線に乗って同じ目的地を目指している。
Right.
それを世界に当てはめるとパラレルワールドを主張するのか。
たまには私も妄想ぐらいする。
Oh.
でも世界が一つだと誰が証明した？
鈴葉の言葉と俺のリーディングシュタイナーが。
正体不明のタイムトラベラーと原因不明の特殊能力ね。
鈴葉は正体不明では。
彼女が橋田の娘かどうかは誰にも証明できない。2036年から来たかも、ディストピアのことも証明できない。実際に2036年にならないとね。
You make a point.
そもそ
Good
も
point.
もしリーディングシュタイナーが正しいなら、あらゆる人間の記憶があんたの主観に引きずられてることになる。そんなの無理がありすぎる。もしそうだったら岡部は文字通り神よ。でも現実には神なんていない。世界はあんたを中心に回っているわけじゃない。あんたの脳がそう錯覚させているだけ。世界にとってあんたが神だというなら、同体積の脳を持つ私も世界にとって神になれるわけで。
何が言いたいんだ。
仮に岡部の主観が私が死ぬ世界線を選んだとして、私の主観も同じように私が死ぬ世界線を選ぶとは限らない。それは私の主観がここに存在していることからもわかる。すでにこの世界線は私が死なない世界線なわけだから。
Yeah.
あんたの主観がベータ世界線に行ってしまっても、私の主観はここに留まることだってできるのかもしれない。精神はどこにあるかって話。そして私は私の精神をあんたの好きにさせたくない。
科学者とは思えないほどのファンタジーな理論だ。
でも可能性はゼロじゃない。だからあんたは何も心配する必要はない。
Oof. Kurusu smiles. How can she smile? I just told her that she's going to die.
私を見殺しにできないって言って悩んでるのよね。
Mm-hmm.
でも今の私の仮説で言えば、私は別の可能性世界線で生き続けていける。だからそもそも岡部は悩む必要なんてない。
仮説は仮説だ。
アトラクタフィールド理論だって仮説。まだ誰にも何も証明されてないから。2036年時点では証明されていたとしても、その証明を今の私たちは確認できないから。そう考えれば未来の可能性は無限よ。
Kurusu turns her back to me after finishing. It's an armchair theory. A daring armchair theory that could quite possibly render meaningless everything I've done up to now. How can Kurusu stay so calm? It's Kurusu. She's just an 18-year-old girl.
ちなみに心配なんかしてくれなくてもいいから。岡部にそんなことされたら結構プライド傷つく。
そんな言い方。
Wait. Oh, there we go. Oh, don't say it like that. Okay, yeah, there. Maori!
もしもし。
Oh, why does she look so sad?
マユリか。
Displayed on the screen is Mayuri's face, devoid of its usual brightness for some reason.
どうした？
ダル君から聞いたんだ。オカリンがなんだか変だったって。マユシーはコミマに夢中になってて、オカリンのことよく見ててあげられなかったね。いつもならオカリンが元気なかったらすぐに気づくのに。ごめんね。
Don't apologize. You've done nothing wrong.
でね、何かあったの？オカリン？
I can't tell her. I can't. I've kept it a secret from her all this time. That's the way it has to be.
何もないよ。
She'll be able to tell that's a lie.
そっか。前はよくマユシーにいろんな話してくれたよね。例えば機関には幹部が4人いて、それぞれゲップとスダチと声優とジャコだっけ。
玄武とスザクと清流と白虎だ。
Oh, wait, what did she say? Black Turkish, Virginian Burp, Balloon Drag Queen, and Wide-Eyed Gore. So Black Tortoise, Vermilion Bird, Blue Dragon, Balloon Drag Queen, wow, Blue Dragon, and White Tiger.
そうそう、そういうね、オカリンのお話とっても面白かったな。でもねえオカリン、マユシーのこと重荷に感じてたら言ってね。
そんなこと。
じゃあとりあえず切るね。もしマユシーにいろいろお話ししたいなって思ったらいつでも電話してくれていいからね。じゃあトゥットゥルー。
I really hate this song. I don't hate it, it's great, but my god, it makes everything sad. She hung up on me.
マユリ、なんだって？
Ugh.
あいつ何が重荷だよ。勝手に自分を責めやがって。いつもは空気を読めないくせに、なんでこういう時だけ。
重荷ね。
俺は一度だって マユリを重荷に感じたことはない。
だったらそれをはっきり言ってあげればいい。
Maybe it wasn't a good idea to leave Mayuri in the dark. She never looks like she's thinking anything, and yet she saw my doubt. Either way, I can't tell her the truth.
岡部。
Kurisu sighs and glares at me.
これまでのあんたなら悩んだりしなかったはず。とりあえずマユリに会いに行くべき。あの子だっていろいろ思うところがあるんだろうし。
She's right. Even if I don't tell Mayuri the truth, I need to at least tell her something. I'll postpone my decision and go see Mayuri. So is this the ending? It does say from that conversation with Mayuri it goes straight to the ending. It's afternoon on the first day of Komima, and the crowds are finally beginning to thin out. Of course, the industry booths and cosplay area are still packed, but at least I don't have to wait in line to get in. I've been trying to get in touch with Mayuri for a while now, but she hasn't responded. I checked for Daru, but he hasn't seen her today either. Cosplay ends at 4 PM. I focus on searching the cosplay area until then, but I still can't find her. Maybe she finished early and went home. I tried calling her home, no luck, they haven't seen her since she left this morning. Where is she? I'm always afraid that she'll disappear the second I take my eyes off of her. It's been like that ever since she lost her grandmother. Maybe it's just my imagination. We've been so close for so long. I saw Mayuri at her weakest and most vulnerable. Maybe that has made me overprotective. But I don't care how other people see us. I just can't leave Mayuri alone. Great, this fucking music again. I step into the cemetery. The final resting place of Mayuri's beloved grandmother. When was the last time I came here? For about a year after Mayuri became my hostage, I periodically accompany her here. But I don't think I've been here since I entered high school, so it's been about 3 or 4 years. As I get closer to Mayuri's grandmother's grave, I begin to hear a voice. It's Mayuri. I'd recognize her voice anywhere. It sounds like she's talking to someone. I approach quietly. Aww.
ねえ、おばあちゃん。
Mayuri is standing there, talking to the grave. What a relief, she hasn't disappeared. I decide to watch silently from a short distance away.
最近ね、怖い夢をよく見るんだ。
For a second, I wonder if she's learned to commune with the dead, but no, she's just talking to herself.
その夢の中ではね、いつもマユシーはひどい目に遭うの。ピストルでバーンって撃たれたり、車の事故に巻き込まれたり、電車にひかれたり。
Oh my. She has memories of previous world lines. What? Don't tell me.
まるで本当のことみたいで、すごく痛くて、すごく悲しくて、誰か助けてって一生懸命声を出そうとするけど出せなくて、どうしてそんな夢見るのかな。
Does she remember her deaths? All of them? Is she inheriting memories like I do?
でね、その夢の最後はいつも決まってるの。マユシーが泣いてるとね、オカリンが助けに来てくれるんだ。マユシーはオカリンにありがとう、ありがとうって言うんだけど、その声もオカリンには聞こえてなくて、オカリンはマユシーを抱きしめてとっても悲しそうな顔をしてた。泣いちゃいそうだけど絶対に泣かなくてね。でも一生懸命我慢してるのがわかるの。
Come to think of it, both Faris and Lukaka remembered their memories from before the past changed. I used to think that memories couldn't be shared between world lines. I used to think that I was the exception with reading Steiner. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe everyone has the same power, and the only difference is how strong it is. Maybe reading Steiner is nothing special after all.
だからマユシーも悲しくなってごめんね、ごめんねって言うけど、 は届かなくて、そこでいつも目が覚めるんだ。どうしてこんな夢見るのかな。
I failed so many times to save her. I've watched her die again and again. Everything I've done has been to prevent that from happening. And yet, have the memories of those deaths been tormenting her as she sleeps? I bite my lip in frustration. I still have a terrible decision to make. Do I save my Yuri, or do I save Kurisu? There's no perfect ending here. I can't save them both. Is that really the case? It's one or the other. I'm pretty sure you can save them both, if you get the true ending. If I choose Kurisu, then Maori's dreams will become reality. I don't want Maori to feel any pain. Until now, I've thought only of saving her. That is my goal. But at the same time, I can't let Kurisu die. Again, my thoughts hit the same dead end. Maori hasn't noticed me yet. She's still staring at the sky, just as she was on the day I took her hostage. She's talking to her grandmother in heaven.
そうそう、最近ラボメンがすごく増えたんだよ。クリスちゃんでしょ、萌香さん、ルカくん、フェリスちゃん、それともう引っ越しちゃっていないけどすずさん、8人だよ。すごいね。
On this world line, they all became lab mems. However, not a single one of them has sent an email.
最初はオカリンとマユシーの2人だけだったのにね。ラボができたばっかりの頃はね、オカリンはあんまり面白そうじゃなかったけど、最近はね、とっても楽しそうなんだよ。
Ooh. Is that how she sees it? Well, she's not wrong. She really does know me, doesn't she?
そんなオカリンを見てるとね、マユシーも嬉しくなってニコニコできるの。それにね、賑やかだとウキウキしてくるし、特にクリスちゃんはね、アメリカの有名な本に論文が載ったりして、とっても頭がいいんだよ。マユシーは憧れちゃうのです。タイムマシンだって作っちゃうぐらいなんだから。あ、これはオカリンとダルくんも一緒に作ってたけどね。
Then Maori falls silent. Her gaze becomes distant. She stands still and looks up to the sky. What could she be thinking?
でもね、たまに思うんだ。最初マユシーが押しかけてラボに2人きりだった時のこと。学校が終わってラボに行くとね、オカリンはいないの。でね、お部屋の片付けしたり、可愛い小物を飾り付けたりしてるうちに、オカリンが少し遅れてやってきて、マユシーがおかえりって言うと、オカリンはただいまとは言わなくて、ご苦労って偉そうに答えてた。その後は毎日2時間ぐらい2人でぼんやり過ごして、一緒に電車でお家に帰るの。その2時間はね、会話なんてほとんどなくて、でも嫌な沈黙とかじゃなくて、ただそこにいるっていう感じで、2人で並んでソファーに座って、オカリンはラボの作戦計画書みたいなのを書いてて、マユシーは漫画読んだりゲームしたりしてたまに思い出したようにね、一緒にお菓子を食べてた。とてもゆっくり優しく時間が流れてて、それでもいいかななんて思ったり、まるでマユシーは本当に人質になっちゃったみたいだなとかふと思って、一人でえへへって笑ったり、オカリンはニコニコしてるマユシーを見てね、こういうの。
I remember. It was 4 months ago, still spring. The lab wasn't as lively as it is now. It was an isolated bubble of slow-moving time.
何かいいことでもあったのか？
あのね、いいことはなかったけど、あったよ。
そうか。幻想を見たのだろう。それはもしかすると機関の幹部の一人、通称イリュージョンコンダクターからの攻撃である可能性がある。
そっか。じゃあ気をつけなきゃ。でもね、きっとそのイリュージョンコダクさんっていう人は
Oh my god, a living kid hugger.
コダクさんではない、コンダクターだ。
その人はきっと悪い人じゃないと思うな。
It was nothing, just meaningless chatter to pass the time.
それはマユシーにはすごく心地よくて、なんだか泣きそうなくらい嬉しくて、このままずっと続いてほしいなって思ってた。今の賑やかさが嫌ってわけじゃないんだよ。
Maori shakes her head in denial. Finally, she stops looking up at the sky and bows her head instead.
最近ね、オカリンと話す時間ちょっと減っちゃった。だからね、マユシーは寂しくなっちゃったのかもしれないね。
It's true, I haven't had time to talk to her lately. But that's because I've been fighting to prevent her death. To keep her dreams from coming true. Also that Maori will keep smiling. I never again want to see her cry like she did on the day her grandmother died.
でもね、オカリンの重荷にはなりたくないんだ。
That word again. Burden. I've never thought of her as a burden.
マユシーはいつもオカリンに迷惑かけてばっかりだから。ね、おばあちゃん。
Mayuri lifts her face once more.
いつまでもこのままじゃいられないよね。
Just had to check my audio was not crackly or anything.
このままでいい。
When I finally speak to Mayuri, she turns my way with a surprised expression. Her face is so soft, so innocent. Slowly, her lips curve into a smile.
オカリンだー。すごいね。どうしてここにいるってわかったの？
人質がどこにいるのか、俺は常に把握しているのだ。
人質。
だからお前は俺の手からは逃れられん。絶対にだ。
そっか。でもね、あんまり無理したらダメだよ。マユシーはね、ちょっぴり心配なのです。
お前に心配されるほどこの法王院京馬はヤワではないのだ。マユリ、話せる時が来たら全て話す。だからそれまでお前は何も変わらずにいてくれ。
Mayuri stands up and turns to the grave once more. As an offering, she leaves a brand new white lily, as well as some... Is that dango? Dango dumplings.
オカリン、帰ろう。
帰る前に団子を食べるんだろ。
Back when we used to visit the cemetery together, it was part of our daily routine to eat dango on the way back.
もちろんだよ。
Akiba is empty again today. The Otaku have all made the exodus to Komima for the second day of battle. But come nightfall, they will return to Akiba like a victorious army, laden with spoils, and the streets will be chaos. I know Daru has gone to Komima, the question is, has Mayuri? I hope she has. I want things to be normal again. I remember what I heard yesterday, the feelings Maori expressed at her grandmother's grave. The events of the last few weeks have affected her as well. After I escorted Maori home from the cemetery, I spent the whole night racking my brain for a third option. A way out of this mess. My thoughts were a jumble, ideas coming and going too fast to judge which were right and which were wrong. But of course there isn't a right choice here. For in the end, it always comes back to the same question: who do I let die? And no matter how I try to dance around it, the question is always the same. Or the answer is always the same. I can't choose. Is there no one else who can make this decision? No, even if there were, I know I'd never accept their choice, whichever it happened to be. Once again, I'm heading for the roof of Radican. I had to get out of the lab. Maori or Kurusu might return at any moment and I can't face them now. I look up at the sky. The clouds dark and heavy, or are dark and heavy. It could start raining at any minute now. I thought that I was alone, but someone was here before me. Kurusu? Kurusu is lying in the middle of the roof, arms and legs spread as if making a snow angel. The image of Kurusu in a pool of blood flashes through my mind. Is she alright? I run towards her, but before I make it halfway, she suddenly sits up and turns to face me. What a dumb thing to say. Fortunately, it looks like Kurusu didn't hear me. She's busy combing her disheveled hair with her fingers. I breathe a sigh of relief. A silent sigh of relief. Was she thinking about her death? I don't know what to say, so I keep my mouth shut. Kurusu appears to be in the same boat. She's staring at the capsule toy dispenser in the corner, her face wearing the usual frown. The awkward silence drags on. When you think about it, Kurusu's fate rests in my hands. My decision will determine whether she lives or dies. Her fantastic hypothesis yesterday was a desperate attempt to construct a scenario where she doesn't die. Even if she believes that her theory is correct, it must be difficult for her to avoid imagining her own death. I force a smile. I'm getting really uncomfortable here. Damn, I was expecting a sarcastic remark like, "Since when do mad scientists have manners," or something. Just saying something cold lands on the tip of my nose. Rain? When I look up, raindrops start landing on my forehead. An evening shower. It's only going to get more intense, and quickly. Kurusu hasn't moved a muscle. She's just standing there with her arms folded, staring at the ground as if she doesn't notice the rain at all. Oh wow. She's acting strange, like her mind is elsewhere. I knew it. She's been thinking about... In less than a minute, the rain turns into a full downpour. We had no time to seek shelter. Kurusu's scream is drowned out by the roar of the rain. Wow. Now safely inside the building, we take a moment to catch our breath. It's been a week since Suzuha's time machine disappeared, but Radican is still closed. The lights are off, and it's pretty dark inside. Nice. Haha.
ラジカンが営業していたら今頃お前のあられもない姿が多くの人間の前にあらわにされていただろう
She's gonna blush. Yeah, I knew it! Even in the dim light, I can tell that Kurusu is scrambling to cover her chest. A perv too?
自分から下着までびしょ濡れだと申告しておいてよく言う
That's true.
これ以上口聞かないで下着の色とかよくも妄想したな許さないから
妄想などしてない
She's too self-conscious. But the colour of her underwear, huh? Gotta be white. Oh, she sneezed.
冷えるか
だから脱いで乾かせって ふざけないで。変態の手に引っかかるもんか。
誰もそんなこと言ってないだろう。少し落ち着け。ま、たとえ服を脱いだとしてもこの暗さだから案ずることはない。お前の貧相なヌード姿は誰にも見られることは。
Wow.
それ以上喋ると、あんたの大脳新皮質をポン酢につけて高級料亭で提供してやるんだから。
Wow. Okay. That was dramatic and detailed. Please spare me that horror. Still, these wisecracks are a welcome distraction.
夕立ならすぐにやむわよね。それまで待つか。
I see Kurisu's shadowy form move to sit on the staircase. I sit next to her.
なんで横に。なんで。
喋るなと言ったのはお前だ、クリスティーナ。
あんまり近くに来ないでよ。今ぐらいの距離が限界だから。これ以上離れるとは言わないけど、これ以上近づいたら押し返すからな。
Our bodies gradually grow cold. We start shivering. Maybe I should take off my wet clothes. But if I do that, Kurisu will just call me a perv again. Better not. My eyes gradually adjust to the darkness. I can see Kurisu more clearly now. She's huddled up against the wall.
こっち見んな。
バカな。この暗さでは俺がどこを見ているかなどわからないはず。
Hey, Ultimate Skyhawk. Not too bad, thanks for asking. How about yourself? Does she have infravision?
やっぱり見てたのか。
Damn, she used leading question on me. That's such a high-level technique. I avert my eyes from Kurisu and take off my lab coat. That's when I notice my coat is torn at the shoulder.
屋上から避難した時にどこかに引っ掛けたか。
Nice. Glad to hear that.
何の話。
いや、上着の肩口が破れかけていた。
岡部ってドジっ子だったの。
俺はマッドサイエンティスト属性であってドジっ子属性など持っていない。
It seems like forever since I talked to Kurisu as Halloween Kyoma.
はいはい。
Kurisu suddenly holds out her hand.
ほら、貸しなさいよ。
何？
ちょうどソーイングセット持ってるから。
What?
縫ってやると言っている。
Steins gets translated into Stones Gate. Really? Also, what a weird thing to carry with you. Suppose you never know when you'd need it.
悪いか。
I hand over my coat as asked.
実験大好きっ子のくせにそんな家庭的なものを。
Domestic.
実験大好きっ子であると同時に家庭的な女の子かもしれないじゃない。
Good
家
point.
庭的な女の子なのか？
相対的に見れば家庭的かもね。と言っても日本の女子高生の家庭的女の子指数がどれくらいか知らないけど。
There's an index for that? First I've heard of it. Kurisu skillfully threads the needle despite the darkness.
濡れてるから針が通りにくいの。
本当に偶然持っていたのか？
しつこい。そんなに私がソーイングセット持ってたら悪いの？
悪いとは言っていないが、まるで狙ったかのようだったからな。
つまりあんたが服を破ってしまうのを見越してあらかじめ用意していたって言ってもらいたいんですね。わかります。そんなわけあるか。
Does seem a bit far-fetched.
勘違いしないでほしいんだけど、別に好きで縫ってあげてるわけじゃないんだからね。
Oh my god. It's just Sunday. Sheesh. Is this a horror? Not really, no. The most horror it gets is like pictures of something horrific, but I'm well past that. I'm on the final chapter. Well, technically I'm on the final chapters, because this is Stardust Sky, and there's another chapter that's a different variant of chapter 10. I'm doing this one first, because this isn't my canon playthrough. It's one I went out of my way to get, because I felt like it.
出たな、ツンデレセリフ。
There it is.
茶化 すの。あんたが偶然服を破って、私は偶然ソーイングセットを持っていた。だから縫ってあげている。それだけ。
偶然ね。まさかお前タイムリープしているということはないよな。
つまりあんたが服を破ってしまったからタイムリープして事前にソーイングセットを用意したって言ってもらいたいんですね。わかります。そんなわけあるか、そんなわけあるか。
My
大事
God.
なことなので2回言いました。Understand?
She just said. She definitely just said understand. Comprende?
確かに。わざわざタイムリープして対策を練るならば、ソーイングセットではなくタオルを用意しておくのが先だからな。
何それ、皮肉？文句ばっかり。
After working for a while, Kurisu cuts the string with her teeth, then hands me back my coat.
ほら。
ありがとう。
出来については暗くて確認できないけど、もし仮に出来が悪くても私の腕のせいじゃない。この暗さのせいよ、きっと。ちなみに糸の色についても何が出るかお楽しみに。
色もランダムなのか。
黒か赤かピンク。確率は3分の1。
Oh
せ
no.
めてピンクが出ないように祈ろう。
It's pink.
寒いか。
まあね。
俺の上着を羽織るか。
それだって濡れてるでしょ。
まあそうだが。
Silence again. The words flow so naturally when it's just harmless banter. But 1 second of silence and suddenly we have nothing to say. Must be because of what happened yesterday. I'm so desperate to avoid the topic that nothing seems safe. I know I need to say something, but what?
結論は出た。
Oh. She brought it up. Her voice is barely a whisper, but I can hear her clearly in the silence of the empty stairwell. I look at Kurisu, she's hugging her knees to her chest, presumably against the cold. My decision. I know what she means. That's why I can't answer.
まだ悩んでるの？あんたってまゆりのこと好きなんでしょ？
何？
Where did that come from? Kurisu keeps staring into the
た
darkness.
だの錯覚かもしれないけど、私の心の中に奇妙な記憶というかデジャブみたいなものがある。
Memories of other world lines.
あんたはまゆりを助けようと必死になってて、一人で傷つきながらそれでも前に突き進もうとしてるの。
Yeah, they're not dreams or visions. Kurisu too?
そんな岡部が私に相談をしてきて、そのひたむきに頑張ってる姿を見て、私も力になってあげたいと思った。別にあんたを助
Oh
け
my
たい
god.
って思ったわけじゃないからな。私はあくまでまゆりを助けたいだけであって。とにかく私にはなぜかそんな錯覚が記憶のように残ってる。
So Kurisu's the same. She still has faint memories from previous world lines.
自己分析してみたけど、夢で見たものを現実と思い込んでるのか、単なる願望か、それぐらいの結論しか出なかった。ただこれだけははっきりしてる。あんたはまゆりを助けるべきなのよ。
怖くないのか。
To save Maori, I must undo the current world line. If I do that, Kurisu will die.
なんだか廃墟に迷い込んだみたい。
Kurisu suddenly changes the subject. She looks around the dark, empty stairwell.
まるで世界中の電源が切られて、私たちだけ取り残されたみたい。ふと
Okay.
もしあんたがベータ世界線に行ったとする。みんなも一斉にそっちに移動するとしたら、私だけは移動できない。私だけが取り残される。そしたら世界中がこの場所みたいになっちゃうのかな。所詮これも仮説の一つだけど。
俺は
I need to say
お
it.
前も救う。マユリだけじゃなくてお前も。
できもしないこと言わなくていい。
Kurusu cuts me off sharply, then buries her face in her knees.
怖くないかってさっき聞いた。
She just seemed like she wasn't.
怖いに決まってるでしょ。
Just trying to think if I wonder if the dialogue's going to be the same, regardless of which chapter you're on. Because if it is, I'll probably just skip through. Not literally skip it, but just go through it quickly.
消えるかもしれない。
So I might try and do
自分だけが取り残されるかもしれない。
both endings, and then a final session for the true ending. We'll see, I'm not sure. Depends how long it
あ
takes.
るいはあんただけがこの世界線からいなくなるかもしれない。誰もあんたがいなくなったことを認識してない世界がずっと続いていって、私は何事もなかったかのようにアメリカに帰るかもしれない。
Did I miss a thing? No, I didn't. I didn't realize it was just Kurisu talking.
かもしれない。かもしれない。かもしれない。そんないろんな可能性を考えて、その度に絶望的な気分になる。でも
Kurisu raises her head and spears me with her glare.
だからマヨリを見殺しにしろなんて言えると思
クリス。
う？もうなんか寒いな。
Kurisu grabs her own arms. In the darkness, I see her shoulders shaking.
濡れてる服着てるせいね。たくダメだ。こんなの全然論理的じゃない。仮説にすらなってない。全部根拠のない妄想。こんなしょうもない妄想を垂れ流す脳の機能をカットしてやりたい。
Now she's talking to herself in an angry tone. Kurisu has always been calm when faced with the unknown. I admired her for that. I thought she was facing this calmly too. But I was wrong. Behind her cool facade, she was struggling to cope with the knowledge that her very existence was in jeopardy. She was fighting that fear all alone, and now it has finally come to the surface. Of course she's afraid. However brilliant she may be, she's still just an 18-year-old girl. Kurisu abruptly stands up. I realise that I no longer hear the sound of rain pounding on the roof.
聞いて、岡部。
I'd say it's like that, but less... I would say less clever. Doki Doki did a few things that were really interesting, like moving files around and stuff. It was a very, like, wall-breaking game, or fourth wall-breaking game. This one, not so much. But this also came out a long time ago. It's nearly... I think nearly 10 years old? I think it came out in 2010. It may have come out in 2011, actually. But it's a very old visual novel, but I would probably say it's among one of the best as well.
両方救うのは無理。そうでしょ。
I might be able to, on the true ending. Maybe.
どうあが
I don't actually know, though.
確率は2分の1なの。
だが
だがじゃない。私の結論は変わらない。マユリを助けて。
I hear the pain in her voice, and also the resolve. Kurisu has made up her mind. I look away and clench my fists. My nails dig into the palms of my hand.
そう簡単に諦めろっていうのか。お前を見捨てろっていうのか。そんなのできるはずがないだろう。
できるかできないかじゃない。あんたをやらなくちゃいけない。それしか道はない。
ダメだ。お前は俺たちの大切な仲間だ。俺はお前も見捨てない。
岡部
What the hell? Kurisu drops to her knees and grabs me by the collar. I gasp for breath as she stares into my eyes. Her eyes are hard and stern. It's always like this when she scolds me. Always the same glare.
他に考 しょう。私はマユリを犠牲にしてまで生きていたくない。もしマユリを助けなかったらあんたを一生恨むから。
This can't be happening. I hate this choice with no right answer. I hate the universe for being so cruel. And most of all, I hate myself for forcing Kurisu to speak these words when she is the one with the most to lose. Tears well up in my eyes, but I bite my lip and hold them back. Is there really no other way? I can't bear it. I look straight back at Kurisu as she holds me by the collar and tightly embrace her slender body. Ho-ho! Her clothes are still wet from the rain, but all I feel is warmth radiating from the core of her being.
お前はここにいるのにこんなのあんまりだ。
Tension drains from her back and her hands. She gives her whole body to me, to my embrace.
ありがとう。私のためにそこまで苦しんでくれて。
No worries.
でももう十分。私は大丈夫だから。あとはマユリのことだけ考えて。
Despite her fear, Kurisu has made her choice. It's time for me to do the same. I need to decide, here and now, the future of the world. Which friend to let die? Holding Kurisu tightly, I whisper into her ear. Maori. I know this is...
すまない。
Oh. A meaningless apology.
俺はマユリだけはどうし
Oh.
ても救いたいから。
These words are a death sentence, but I force myself to speak them. It takes every ounce of willpower I possess.
お前を助けられない。
When I finish, I feel as if a great weight has left my shoulders. And at the same time, as if 1,000 needles are stabbing into my heart. Kurisu weakly returns my embrace. Then she lets go and stands up.
さてと、
There's already a look of relief on her face.
先に帰る。
帰るって
To the lab. To America?
ラボに決まってるでしょ。
I'm gonna say that's obvious.
乾かさないと。シャワーも浴びたいし。
In that case, we should go back together. But before I can suggest it, Kurisu beats me to the punch. As if she read my mind.
あんたはそこでずぶ濡れのまましばらく待ってて。わかった？
We can't go back together. That's her verdict.
分かった。
Oof. I hang my head and shut my eyes. Kurisu's footsteps fade into the distance. I wrap my arms around my body. Even though it's summer and sweltering hot, I can't stop my body from shaking. I realise that part of me is relieved that Kurisu left alone. At least I won't have to face her again. To look upon the face of the girl I chose to die. I'm a coward. My self-loathing echoes in the darkness. Oh dear. New mail! Oh. Oh. So I wait about 2 hours before returning to the lab. Kurisu is already gone when I get there. God, she just sent a message saying see you. Cease to inquire what the future has in store and take as a gift whatever the day brings forth. Horace, Italian philosopher. I'm going back to my hotel, do what needs to be done. Good night. Oh dear. All she left is a single email. I sit down on the sofa while drying my hair with a towel. I look towards the PC in the corner of the room. It's already connected to the IBM 5100, ready for Dara to start hacking. I already got in touch with him, the hacking starts tomorrow at noon. I dove myself even further into a corner by telling that to Daru. No, I can't turn back, no matter how much I want to. I chose Maori. I will let Kurisu die. Showering didn't soften the wrenching pain in my heart. In truth, I'm just riding on Kurisu's resolve. Mine is still a flimsy thing. I can't help but wonder, Is this really okay? Really?
誰かいますか？
Maori opens the door and enters. For a moment after she catches the sight of me, she looks ready to burst into tears. But that quickly gives way to a smile.
オカリンだ。
どうした？
なんとなく来てみたの。
I swallow hard. Maybe I should explain the situation to Maori. But I know she'll feel guilty if I tell her. Maori doesn't need to know. Everything will be okay as long as we crack CERN's database and reach the beta word line.
最近ね、オカリンと話す時間ちょっと減っちゃった。でもね、オカリンの重荷にはなりたくないんだ。
Can I really let it end like this? Shouldn't I tell her what Kurusu is sacrificing for her sake?
もしかしてシャワー浴びてたの？
Maori moves behind the sofa, grabs the bath towel on my head and starts rubbing my hair dry.
オカリン、シャンプーのいい匂いがするね。
I didn't mind the towel so much, but then she buries her nose into my hair and starts sniffing.
やめんか。
I jerk my head away. Maori goes back to drying my hair.
今日ね、コミマ行かなかったよ。
なぜだ？
オカリンのこと気になっちゃったのです。オカリンの辛そうな顔を思い出したらね、コミマを楽しんでなんかいられないなって。だから有明まで行ったけど参加せずに帰ってきたの。
そうか。悪かったな。
Oops. Hang on, I'll play that again. I didn't realise I was going to cut him off.
悪かったな。心配かけて。
There we go. Should I tell her? Or should I keep her in the dark?
最近ね、オカリンと話す時間
What's it showing me this again?
減っちゃった。
It's showing me it again. I've seen this like several times now.
だからね、マユシーは寂しくなっちゃったのかもしれないね。
マユリ、もし俺が
Ooh.
お前に隠し事をしてるって言ったら
実は
Fuck me!
オカリンとクリスちゃんは付き合っていますっていうびっくりなこと？
Not quite like that.
マユリ、
Keep cutting him off.
もし俺がお前に隠し事をしてるって言ったらどう思う？
The only thing we missed was, I think it was Domo. I don't know how you actually say it, but whatever. Son of a bitch.
なぜそうなる？
I'm just very good at cutting off Japanese speech.
でもね、オカリンとクリスちゃんはとっても仲がいいでしょ。二人はお似合いだと思うな。
そんな話をしているんじゃないんだ。
全部話してほしいなんて思ってないよ。人質だからね。どっちかっていうと何にも教えてもらえないのが普通だもん。
そんな話をしているんじゃないんだ。
Mayuri's hand leaves my head. I look over my shoulder in a panic, thinking she wandered off again. She's there. I grab her hand, perhaps more forcefully than I meant to.
マユシーはオカリンの重荷にはなりたくないよ。
Again.
だからオカリンが言ってくれるまで待つの。昨日もそう言ったよ。
一生言わないかもしれないぞ。
それはね、とっても気になっちゃうけど、でもしょうがないかな。
その隠していることがお前に関係していることでも
Ah.
マユシーに？
俺はお前を傷つけたくなくて話さないでいるんだ。
そのせいでオカリンは辛い顔してるのかな。
Mm-hmm.
だったらね、話してほしいな。オカリンが辛そうなの見たくないもん。
それでお前は傷ついてもいいっていうのか。
Maori replies with a gentle smile. She nods without any hesitation. Her smile is so sincere it strikes me speechless.
昨日もさっきも言ったよ。マユシーはオカリンの重荷になりたくないって。あのね、マユシーがおばあちゃんのことで苦しかった時、オカリンはマユシーを人質にしてくれたでしょ。だからね、もしオカリンが苦しい時はマユシーが力になってあげたいってずっと思ってたんだよ。マユシーなんかじゃちっとも役に立たないかもしれないけど。
Useful. Oh. Suddenly I remember. Mayori's going to die tomorrow. I've been through it once before. She died bloody hell, protecting me, and her last words were...
やっと
I've got the hiccups.
マユシーは
Grand.
オカリンの役に立てたよ。
So this is what she meant.
だからね、これ以上辛い顔しないでほしいな。
分かった。
If that's how she feels, I'll tell her everything. I let go of Mayori's hand and pat the sofa beside me. Mayori does as she's told. Oh
お
god.
やつ持ってきていい？
お前は空気が読めないな。
そうだね。
Mayori sits up straight with her hands folded in her lap.
じゃあどうぞ。
これから話すことは全部事実だ。お前が見た夢とも関係している。そして俺はこの後
Oh.
お前のために仲間を犠牲にするつもりだ。
オカリン。
Anxiety clouds Mayori's face, but I ignore it and take her chin in my fingers. A switch has already flipped inside of me. Oh god.
せいぜい後悔するがいい。この俺、狂気のマッドサイエンティストである法王院京馬が行ってきた恐るべき所業の数々を聞いてな。
And so I begin speaking as the mad scientist whose foolish experiments brought everything to ruin. I start with the first raid on the lab. I tell Mayori how Moika killed her. Next I tell her about Suzuha and Faris, about Lukako, Moika, FB and Nai. I describe their fates in every detail. And finally I tell her about Kurisu. Oh, we actually did.
すなわちマキセ・クリスを生贄として俺は新たなる世界へと旅立つのだ。
There was a lot to explain and Mayori kept asking questions, desperate to understand the strange concepts I was throwing at her. Thanks to that, the conversation went longer than expected. It's already getting late.
以上がこの俺法王院京馬が考えた壮大なる計画、その名もメイドインヘブンである。
Oh, made in heaven. Oh my god. Finally, it's over. Mayori says nothing. She's staring at her hands, which are clenched into tiny trembling fists. She looks ready to cry any second.
なぜそんな顔をしている？
Mayori shakes her head and bites her lip.
オカリンもクリスちゃんも苦しんでたんだね。
Oh.
なのにマユシーはのんきにコスを作ってた。 なのバカみたいだよ。マユシーは何も知らなかった。
お前が責任を感じる必要はないのだ。全てはこの俺による計画なのだからな。幻滅したか、マユリ。だが俺は仲間を平気で犠牲にできる男。故にお前がベータ世界線に行きたくないと言ってもそれを聞き入れるつもりはない。お前には俺の人質として絶対に最後まで付き合ってもらうぞ。
Yo, I'm just waiting for his laugh to turn into, like, crying.
世界に訪れる混沌、これこそがシュタインズゲートの選択なのだ。
Maori ignores my performance, she gets to her feet and lurches towards the door. I quickly grab her by the wrist.
おい、どこ行く？
クリスチャンに会いに行かなきゃ。ねえオカリ、クリスチャンに会いたいよ。
There's no way I can refuse Mayori's request. We go over to Kurisu's, I guess. I contacted Kurisu, we arranged to meet on the UPX overpass at 4:30 in the morning. I was wondering why she wanted to meet so early, but I understand once I see her. She's dragging a large suitcase, she's leaving.
お見送りご苦労。
She faces us with a smile.
そのスーツケース、まさか。
ああ、そういうことよ。
帰るのか、アメリカに。
Kurisu nods.
もともと8月の頭には帰る予定だったんだけど、どっかのマッドサイエンティストに捕まって予定より長めの滞在になっちゃった。もう私が手伝えることもないだろうし、後腐れなくって意味でもいいでしょ。
She doing this for me? Or is she trying to outrun her fear? It's not my right to stop her, even if I did, it wouldn't change anything. Today as planned, I will crack CERN's database and move to the Beta World line. I've made my decision. Maori is next to me, standing still with her head hung.
マユリ？どうしたの？具合悪いの？
I gently nudge her back.
ほら、マユリ。
Oh god. She takes one step, pauses for a second, then leaps on Kurisu with a cry. Whoa, she lost her hat.
クリスチャン。
どうしたの？いきなり。
マユシーはね、クリスチャンがいなくなるの。やだよ。
Kurisu hears the desperate plea in Mayori's voice. She gives me a look that says, "Did you tell her?" I silently nod.
マユシーのためなんかに消えたりしないで。ね。
マユリ、お前。
マユシーだってクリスチャンを犠牲にしてまで生きていたくないよ。
I expected Mayori might say that. It's absolutely essential that I remain firm. I feel bad for Kurisu, but it needs to be said.
それは許されない。俺はマユリを選んだのだ。マユリには救われる義務があるのだ。
Pain stabs through my heart. These words are reprehensible.
クリスはお前のために命を投げ出すという契約をこの俺と交わした。それを保護にすれば最悪がこの地を襲うだろう。
I clench my fists tight to suppress my self-loathing.
クリスの思いを無駄にするな、マユリ。
でも
ありがとう、マユリ。
Kurisu wraps her arms around Mayori's back, returning the hug.
でも私はもう自分の中で結論を出したし、納得もしてるから。
Yeah, I'm okay with dying.
知ってる？あんたって岡部にものすごい愛されてるって。
No,
何を言い出すのだ。
事実でしょ。
She gives me a mischievous smile.
だからマユリが死んだら岡部はすごく悲しむ。岡部にそんな思いさせたくないでしょ。
でもクリスちゃんがいなくなったらマユシーは悲しいよ。
そうね。会えなくなると寂しいかな。でもどうせ私は生きてたってアメリカに帰るつもりだったわけだしだから別の世界線に行っても私はアメリカにいるものだと思えばそう大した違いはない。そういう問題じゃないもん。クリスちゃんが消えちゃうのが嫌なんだもん。ねえやめよう。クリスちゃんが消えることないよ。
Cursa separates from Maori and gazes straight into her face.
これ以上私や岡部を困らせたらダメ。
She uses her gentle tone as if speaking to a child. Then she lightly bumps Maori on the head.
岡部、もうマユリの手を離しちゃダメよ。
分かってる。
それじゃ私は行くから。もう二度と岡部の顔見なくて済むと思うと宣戦するわ。
She punctuates her insult with a smile. She's so cheerful now, a far cry from the shivering girl in the dark. To see her like this breaks my heart. I'm sorry. I repeat the words in my heart again and again, begging for forgiveness. Kurisu turns to go.
クリスちゃん行かないで。行かないでよ。
ついてこないで。
She shouts it over her shoulder. Maori freezes.
同情なんてしないで。惨めになるだけだから。これは私が決めたことなの。マユリに何を言われたってもう揺るがない。さよならマユリ。約束よ。あんたは幸せになりなさい。
With that, Kurisu walks away. Early morning Akihabara well before sunrise, the trains are just starting to run. She disappears into the station dragging her suitcase behind her, alone. Maori falls to her knees, her face streaked with tears. As I approach, I hear her voice.
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
お前が謝る必要はない。すべてはこの俺の決断だ。クリスには消えてもらう。俺はクリスを助けない。そして世界には俺が望む混沌が訪れるのだ。俺が許せないか、マユリ。ならば恨めばいい。だがそれでもお前には最後まで付き合ってもらう。俺はお前を救うためにクリスを見殺しにする。だからお前がどれだけ俺を恨もうと、俺の意見に反対しようと、もう後戻りするつもりはない。俺の野望は誰にも止められない。
Oh, he's breaking down. Well, he was. I don't think he's going to get to that point, but you could tell just from the way he sounded. Maori slowly stands up. Then she buries her face into my chest, just like she did to Kurisu.
オカリンの本当の気持ち聞きたいよ。
How I really feel? Maori looks straight up into my eyes.
オカリンが だね。もう重荷になりたくないから。
なってねえよ。なってるわけないだろう。これは俺のエゴだ。俺がお前を助けたいだけだ。お前を失いたくないだけだ。
ありがとう、おかり。ありがとう。
Maori tries her hardest to smile through her tears. And then once again, she buries her face into my chest.
いつも見てた怖い夢もそこに出てくるかっこいいオカリンもきっと夢なんかじゃなかったんだね。
Nope.
ずっとマユシーを助けようとしてくれてたんだね。ねえオカリン、マユシーはねオカリンのこと大好きだよ。オカリンがいてくれるからマユシーは毎日笑っていられるんだよ。これからもずっと一緒にいていい？
当たり前だ。
Bloody hell. That hit me out of nowhere. Oh, Jesus. That was almost as bad as, the Susuha moment. Oh, God. I answer my Yuri with my embrace.
そんなの
Jesus.
当たり前だろう。一緒にいてくれないと俺が嫌だ。
あのね、マユシーは幸せになるよ。クリスチャンと約束したから。
ああ、
幸せにしてください。
あ
離さないでください。
あ、ああ、
ずっと大好きでいさせてください。
あ
Whoa. Oh, I was wondering what the hell happened then. The radiance of the rising sun pours out between the buildings. Daybreak. I recognize this. I have just realized. Oh my god, that's incredibly accurate. I mean, if this is actually how it's laid out, I have no idea. But, no, I remember it from Akiba's trip. Yeah, this is where you had to go, and then you'd go to the right if you wanted to go towards the base. Yeah, I've just noticed. Don't know why. It just occurred to me. Oh god, that hit me. Fuck. That was just like a truck of emotions. As the sky grows brighter, we remain in our embrace, as if to reassure each other that we are still here. Whew. Yeah, that definitely hit me harder than the Suzuha one, I think.
Operation Verdandi 最終フェーズを開始する。
Mayuri and Daru turn to me and nod. Today is the last day of Komima. Daru wanted to attend, of course, but a little begging convinced him to prioritize the operation. Is it investigation? I take a look around the lab. These 20 days have seen constant change. It's incredible to think that at one point this lab had a whole 8 members. And now we're back to 3. The memories we made, the experiences we shared. To save Mayuri, I will undo them all. There is sorrow in me, and guilt. I engrave them deep inside my heart. I'll never forget, I mustn't forget these long yet short summer days. But still, I choose to erase out our memories. I choose to return everything to normal. Suzuha's mission is irrelevant. I'm not doing this for the future. As long as Mayuri lives, nothing else matters.
始めてくれ。
いいんだな。
ああ、
オキドキ。
Daru starts typing on the IBM 5100. It's already connected to his main computer. This will get us into CERN's central database, where they keep the data that they mine with Echelon. There we will locate the first email I sent on July 28th and erase all trace of its existence. With this, I can reach the beta world line. At last, Maori will be safe. I look at Maori, she's on the couch, sitting straight as a ramrod, with her grandmother's pocket watch pressed to her ear. She stays still with her eyes closed. Whenever Maori wants to calm down, she listens to the sound of that pocket watch. Ever since we parted with Kurisu, Maori has said nothing about my choice. I guess she's come to terms with it, in her own way. The actual work I've left to Daru, no problem there. While waiting for him to finish, I walk into the development room. In the centre of the room is a time leap machine. I squat down and gently brush my fingers against the microwave surface. It's cool to the touch. I've made irreplaceable friends because of this thing, and because of this thing, I've hurt them. But I don't want to blame the tool. It's how you use the tool that matters. And I've got to admit, it's saved me more than once. But still, once this is over, I'll destroy the time leap machine. We must never make the same mistakes again.
しっかり残ってるよ。
Daru points to a string of characters. My name is there, followed by the message I wrote about Kurisu's death. 3 lines total, each 12 characters long. This data led CERN to our doorstep. An FB's instruction, Moeka and the Rounders attacked. Or at FB's instruction. If Scissorhands is right, then by erasing this data we will escape from Attractor Field Alpha, where CERN dominates the future. That'll take us to Attractor Field Beta. To the Beta World line within its range of convergence. To a future without Maori's death. Maori is standing next to me, gazing intently at the monitor. She grasps my hand firmly.
大丈夫だ。
She looks anxious, so I pat her head to calm her down.
エンターキーを押せばデータは消せるようになってる。
Daru stands up and gestures to the open seat.
その儀式はオカリンに譲るわ。
I sit down and face the keyboard. This time, it ends. Kurisu's face floats through my mind. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. Goodbye, Kurisu. I slowly raise my right hand and extend my index finger.
勝利の時は来た。
Watch it not do anything. Daru twitches at my cry.
この俺はあらゆる陰謀にも屈せず己の信念を貫きついにラグナロックを戦い抜いたのだ。この勝利のため我が手足となって戦ってくれた仲間たちに感謝を。
One press of this key and Kurisu will die. I firmly grip my coat at the shoulder, where it has been stitched together with jagged pink thread. Figures.
訪れるのは俺が望んだ世界なり。
I wished for Maori to live and Kurisu to die. That is the truth, and I must never forget it.
すべてはシュタインズゲートの選択である。
This is the choice of Okabe Rintaro.
エルプサイコングルー世界は再構成される。
I swing down my finger and strike the enter key. There it is. We're back. After a while, the spinning stops and colour gradually returns to the world. Reading Stein are activated. The world line has changed. I look around the room. Next to me is Daru. Behind me is Maori. I reach out to her and she takes my hand with a smile. Everything is where it should be. Looks like nothing has changed at all. I gently touch my coat's shoulder where Kurisu fixed a torn seam. It's gone. My coat isn't torn. The stitches, uneven from having been sewn in the dark, have disappeared. There's no trace of that ridiculous pink thread. I stand up and head to the development room. Underneath the table, the time leap machine. No. That's not the time leap machine. That's the phone wave, name subject to change. The upgrades Kurisu made are gone. Nothing has changed. This world is exactly the same. In all respects, save one. Kurisu was never here. I thought I was prepared for this. But now that I'm face to face with the cruel consequence of my decision, I feel powerless, defeated. I want to cry.
オカリー、どうしたの？
Mayuri runs up and grabs my arm.
なあ、マユリ。
何
ラボメンナンバー004は誰だっけ？
I need to ask, even though I know what the answer will be.
004？ オカリン、ラボメンはね、オカリンとマユシーとダルくんの3人しかいないよ。
The tears come. I crumple to my knees. I cover my face with my hands.
そうだな。このラボに4人目のラボメンなんていなかったよ。
Her existence was rejected by the world.
オカリン、何か悲しいことがあったんだね。
Mayuri rubs my back.
マユシーはね、オカリンの力になってあげたいよ。
I embrace Mayuri. I stifle my voice and cry.
オカリン、泣かないで。
マユリはどこにも行かないでくれ。ずっとそばにいてくれ。頼むよ。
Mayuri tenderly strokes my head.
マユシーはずっと一緒だよ。これまでみたいにずっと。
All traces of Kurisu's existence have vanished. This proves that I have returned to my original world line. This is the world I struggled to reach. The world Suzuha traveled through time to create. A world where the future is free. Nothing has changed, and yet this is my utopia. Oh! Is that the end? Holy crap! I definitely didn't expect it to just go straight to it. Wow, that was a really short ending, kind of. Ah, I'm really curious, like, what's changed. That was fucking sad. That really was. Incredible. I'm not done yet. I mean, I might actually end the session here. I can't really see. Everything's blurry. From this fucking emotional rollercoaster. My god. I definitely think it would be sadder if you sacrifice Mayuri and then she has the whole confession thing. But regardless, it's sad anyway. But yeah, I just have two endings. They take 2 hours to get through. Oh, it took 2 hours to get through this. Oh god, it might be 2 more sessions. I don't know, I don't care. I want to finish the game, that's all I do care about. Yeah, so I might just do a session for Kurisu's ending, and then a session for the true ending. Yeah. I'm gonna wait for this to go through. I'm curious what it's gonna unlock. One thing I'm really wanting to see is whether when I get to the end of the game, like once I've done all the endings, will I have every single CG? I don't know what the CG stands for, to be honest, but will I have every unlockable? That's really what I want to know. Guess we'll find out. The one thing I do like about this game, though, is the fact it doesn't have huge credits. The credits aren't really that long. The only issue is the music, because it's copywritten. I'd say the copyright when it comes to any Japanese music is so much worse. Although on the plus side, it's never blocked in multiple countries, like English music is. I don't know, it's so commonly blocked in like Germany or whatever. It's the worst. As I've said previously, I don't care about shit getting claimed. They can make whatever little money they want. What I do care about is when a music... Oh, and I said a music song. When a song gets claimed, and as a result of it being claimed, it's also blocked in multiple countries. Wait a minute. The night of the 17th passed, the night of the 18th passed, and Mayuri still didn't die. I've kept a close watch for 3 days since then. There have been no attacks, no accidents, no sign that anything might happen. That was enough to convince me that Mayuri is safe. Together with Daru, I destroyed the phone wave and the IBN 5100. Although we have lost the ability to send emails, that is a small price to pay to stay below CERN's radar. Tanuji is downstairs in the Brontube workshop, watching TV on the 42-inch CRT like always. When I went to check out Radican, I found it open for business as usual. A search of the internet turned up no mention of a satellite crash. Instead, I found a small article in the local section of a newspaper dated July 28th. It was a report on Kurisu's murder. There was no follow-up, the culprit is still at large. According to Daru, the police questioned me several times. It was I who discovered the body, after all. Of course, I don't remember any of that. At any rate, Maori is still alive. I've accomplished what I set out to do. It's over. Okay, there's more. Okay, I was gonna say, that's a really short ending if that's the case. Maori emerges from the ticket gate, waving her hand as she runs my way. She weaves through the gaps between shoppers and maids handing out leaflets. When she gets to me, she looks at me with puppy dog eyes. What the hell? Mayuri doesn't answer me. She just strokes my cheek gently, silently. She's crying, but she doesn't seem sad. Rather, she seems overcome with emotion. I'm confused. Mayuri wipes away her tears, making room for her shy, innocent smile. Oh. Indeed. I have no idea how to respond to such an embarrassing question. But she's right, Mayuri and I are officially a couple. After these long painful 20 days, I finally noticed how important Mayuri is to me. Plus she told me that she loved me. I start walking without waiting for Mayuri's response. Hey! That was definitely Dr. Pepper. It's not called Dr. fucking People. That's a load of bollocks. Dr. Pepper. It's Sunday. Sunday fun day. Despite the heat, I see plenty of shoppers laden with bags enjoying themselves on the street of Akiba. I suddenly feel a void in my heart. Nothing about this town has changed. Yet it feels like something is missing from my life. No doubt it's the gap that was left by Kurisu. But there's no such thing as a perfect future. That is a fantasy that nobody can realize. I mustn't forget. This is the future I wished for, fought for, and won. I have what is most important to me, Mayuri. I should be thankful for that. I am blessed far beyond the common man. I look beside me and realize that Mayuri's not there. I turn around, she's not there either. Oh god. She's gone. She's always like this. Sometimes she just wanders off. Anxiety seizes my heart. Mayuri promised she would never leave me. This world line is worthless without her. Mayuri! I shout her name at the top of my lungs. I search for her in the crowd, but it's too thick to see. Mayuri! Oh my god. I turn around to see Mayuri running towards me. In her hands is shaved ice. I feel so relieved, I want to embrace that small body of hers. But we're in public, so I stop myself. I take the shaved ice and hold my empty hand out to Mayuri. Aww. Mayuri takes my hand. Her slender fingers intertwine with mine. If it melts, it melts.
話さないからな。
マユシーだってね、話さないよ。
Mayuri puts just a little more strength into her grip. Love for her fills my heart. Suddenly Mayuri looks up at Radican.
ねえねえオカリン、あのね、起きているのに夢を見たことってある？
夢？
Oh.
それは白チュームというやつか。
そういう風に呼ぶの、オカリン物知りだね。あのね、それが誰だかはわからないんだけど、マユシーにはとても大切なお友達がいた気がするの。
Oh no.
何？
その大切なお友達のことを考えるとね、すごく切なくなって胸のあたりがキューってなるんだ。
Like,
たまにね、声も聞こえるんだよ。
声って。
幸せになりなさいって。
oh, she does remember. All of that was undone. I erased those memories, sacrificed them.
その人がそう言ってくれたからね、マユシーは今こうしてオカリンと一緒にいられるのかもしれないね。
Perhaps everybody remembers their experiences from other world lines. Those memories may be vague and tenuous, but they're there. They speak to us in the form of dreams, visions, and déjà vu.
もし会えたらありがとうって言いたいな。
I'm not the only one who remembers.
その人誰だったのかな。
きっと神様だ。
そっか、神様ありがとう。マユシーはとっても幸せです。
Mayuri looks up. She reaches out to the sky like always. She shakes hands with the stardust, twinkling beyond the coat of blue. I look up too, to hold back the tears. And on we walk, hand in hand. Is that the ending? That was fairly short, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it technically ended at 2 hours and 8 minutes. It's 2 hours and 18 minutes, so that took 10 minutes. Stardust Sky complete. Save system data, you fucking damn right I want to. Right. Is that all, like, unlocked? Just completed Stardust Sky. I thought I would have unlocked, like, CG or something. I guess not. Oh, it doesn't notify me of CG that I've unlocked. I don't think. Wait, these ones? Oh, these ones I've unlocked. Ba ba ba. Wait, so how many am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10? Ooh, I'm starting to think, like, maybe I won't get this. Maybe I won't get all of them. It'd be nice if I could, but I guess we'll see. Do I have any that are like 1 of 2? Like 3 of 4 or something? Maybe not. Huh. Interesting. Oh man, it's so weird to just see all the different endings. I mean, to be fair, there's 10 left, which means 5 of them could be Kurisu's ending. Spoilers, it's Kurisu's ending. Should have been obvious. 1 was Maori's ending. So the other's Kurisu's, and then 5 for the true ending. Might be even more for the true ending. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do, like, split it into 3 sessions. I didn't expect to do that. Like, I thought I'd be able to get through 2 endings in 1 session. How stupid I was. But yeah, I think it's good to just do Maori's end session, Kurisu end session, true ending, end game. It's gonna be 2 more sessions, but I don't mind. As I've said, I've wanted to finish this game for a while. Movie library. Oh, there's something I'm missing. Oh. Whoa, I'm missing a few things. I'm missing 3 things, I think. Yep. Prologue 1, Prologue 2. Interesting. Oh, that's cool. As for tips, I'm missing like 3 now. 1, 2, 3, I'm missing 3. There you go. Either way, that's going to be the end of the session. I shall be back shortly, probably. Yeah, just take a small break, and I'll be back. But that's going to be the end of the session. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And until next time, take care. And for those who stopped by the stream, thanks for stopping by. It's much appreciated. Have a good day, and I'll see you next stream.